The Julie Beren Platt Teen Innovation Grants Program is offered through the Jewish Federation's Los Angeles Jewish Teen Initiative. LAJTI is a community-wide initiative that aims to enhance the landscape of Jewish LA for teens and provide them with meaningful opportunities for engagement in Jewish life. The Julie Beren Platt Teen Innovation Grants Program values how the passions and creativity of teens can help shape the Jewish and larger Los Angeles communities.
With the support of this program, I have been motivated to think about the problems I see in the world and the ways that I can make a difference. The TIG program provided me with funding, a collaborative cohort, a supportive mentor, and skills-based workshops so that I could grow and develop my ideas.
My program focuses on redesigning the education system for younger students. A main inspiration point for my program was my own experience growing up interested in STEM. Throughout elementary school and as we get older, we're always taught through a very strict curriculum. In many cases, this causes curiosity to diminish as we have no room to explore our interests. Using the grant, I created an after-school program for elementary students who wanted a chance to explore more challenging STEM topics.
Our project is hoping to provide children in foster care with our kindness box.
We send it out on the child's birthday so they can have a little something extra special to put a smile on their face.
JBP-TIG supports Jewish teens with extraordinary ideas and brings those ideas to life. This year, 13 projects were chosen to receive microgrants of up to $1,500.
And I'm a self-taught composer who's extremely passionate not just about making music that sounds good, but is also capable of telling a story. One such story belongs to my grandfather, 93-year-old Holocaust survivor Joe Pearl, who was one of the few yet fortunate to survive from his small village in Poland during the Holocaust. My project, titled Resonance, is a filmed interview of my grandfather recounting just a few of the many miraculous stories of his survival. Inspired by his life events, I composed an original score aimed at capturing a sense of the hardship and emotional struggle he experienced. We arranged to have my piece performed and professionally recorded in studio by a group of teen musicians who formed their very own string quartet.
The mission of Roundtable is to create a safe and welcoming and intimate environment for two groups of teens from distinct communities, religions, races, cultures, etc., to explore commonalities, differences, divulge into personal stories, and diffuse stereotypes.
I wanted to share my passion for art and guitar with others who suffer from any kind of health-related challenge as a way of improving their mental state. Just as important as the patient's physical health is their mental and emotional well-being. Many children's hospitals already have art and music therapy programs, but I was unable to volunteer in person due to COVID-related limitations. So over the past few months, I taught guitar lessons to two siblings through Coach Art, a program that pairs mentors with kids battling chronic illnesses.
Right now we are having our LA Kids for Change May sale to raise money for the scholarships for foster care youth.
LA Kids for Change to improve the lives of foster care youth through education and fundraising. I started a club for LA Kids for Change at my school, Palisades Charter High School, to help.
A JBP-TIG participant manages their microgrant by submitting monthly finance reports, as well as providing documentation of all purchases. The teen attends monthly workshops on relevant topics ranging from marketing to public speaking and Jewish perspectives on social entrepreneurship, as well as meet and collaborate with their mentor multiple times a month.
We worked with Mark Twain Middle School to hold 3 after-school classes where we taught the basics of building and coding a robot.
We help 17 students who have never experienced robotics get to try it out and see if it's something they want to pursue.
Robotics is an up-and-coming professional field that has a huge impact on the world.
We hope by exposing them to robotics, they can develop an interest in this field to hopefully give them more options in the future.
My project has focused on climate change and the severe drought in California. I call my project Every Drop Counts. The goal is to spread awareness about the California drought and how to provide tools for people to conserve water in their own homes every day.
The past 15 months have been difficult for everyone, but for adolescents, for whom socializing is vital to their development, the pandemic has been particularly challenging.
During the pandemic, I knew a lot of queer youth were struggling with mental health and isolation, and I aimed to help create a better sense of community.
Over COVID, I often found myself in bed with my journal. Writing stories truly became my outlet to express myself. At the same time, I was tutoring second graders. but I wondered why they didn't share the same passion for creative writing. I started studying social and emotional learning guidelines and eventually developed 28 journal prompts for 3rd to 5th graders. My idea was for students to have a journal with these 28 prompts as well as a plush animal to write about.
JBP-TIG gave our participants the opportunity to meet and engage with other Jewish teens and find purpose as they pursued their passion projects. They learned to rely on their JBP-TIG peers throughout the program to brainstorm and problem solve, as well as to inspire and motivate one another. Our teens managed to make new friends while making a difference for the good. As the impact of COVID-19 challenged us to adapt to our changing world, our community needed the creativity, compassion, and resourcefulness of our teens.
My project with TIG, we worked to create intergenerational events with teens in the LA community and Holocaust survivors in the LA community. We created packages for survivors, met weekly for Friday gatherings, and had some virtual events.
Our teens showed great resilience and flexibility.
The idea was to connect kids from my soccer club, LA Breakers, who come from tough socioeconomic situations, and to connect their intellectual talent and their soccer talents with colleges just through basic college counseling information and college admissions information that they didn't have access to. Unfortunately, because of COVID and issues with the college counselors, the project actually did not come to fruition this year, but it is still in the works and there's still good planning going on. I'm just so thankful to the process and I'm excited for the future of this project.
Mentoring is a cornerstone of our program. We pair each teen with a mentor in our community, all of whom are professionals who give their time and expertise to help young Jewish entrepreneurs achieve their dreams.
It's been super helpful to have my mentor Lini and go on calls with her. She really makes sure I'm in check and she gives me amazing new ideas.
With the help of our mentor, Jamie, we were able to learn more about the foster care process while incorporating meaningful items in our kindness box.
I wish to thank my mentor, Steve Rothstein, for going above and beyond and providing amazing encouragement and guidance. Jonah Platt for your support, and the Platt family, as well as the LA Jewish Federation, for making this project a reality.
Through our support, the JBP-TIG participants will impact our Jewish community for the better. These teens will create meaning and purpose in their world through their work and ideas. They'll build a relationship with their mentors as well as contribute to a peer community who supports and inspires one another.
The Julie Platt Teen Innovation Grants has allowed me to invite different religious and racial groups to my temple and has equipped me with the tools necessary to facilitate a meaningful teen-to-teen led conversation with these groups.
Most of all, the TIG program made me believe in myself and helped me develop confidence. I will carry this with me as I continue my education and start a career and hopefully do my part to repair the world.